You receive a pass and boom, tackle instantly. It feels like Oppo is on your throat all the time and you can't even turn or play your next pass. That's why you keep losing the ball and create nothing. But what if I tell you this can be fixed in just 3 days with these 3 simple tips? You can go from this to this. Let's get started. What's the reason most players keep losing the ball and possession? Is it because you are using bad players? Or because your oppo is just too good at stealing the ball? Nah, it's because of your poor awareness on the pitch. And that brings us to our tip number 1. Actively checking before receiving. So what exactly do you need to check? 2 things, only 2. First, which player has your opponent's fist to close you down, and from which direction is the pressure coming. Once you know who is pressing and where the press is coming from, the second part becomes simple. Second, your touch direction. Always take your first touch away from pressure, not towards it. This one habit alone can instantly improve your ball retention. Sounds basic, right? If you apply this in every single match, not just one match, you will suddenly notice you are keeping the ball far better than before. Now that you know how to keep the ball, let's talk about how to create more chances using tip number 2 and 3. Tip 2. Sharp touch, your space creation tool. Ever been in a perfect shooting position but your shot still gets blocked? Or you try to change direction and out of nowhere oppo closes you down and muscles you off the ball? That's where sharp touch changes everything. Sharp touch equals to surprise plus direction change plus timing. It creates just half a second of space, and that's all you need. Now how sharp touch works? To trigger sharp touch, first your player must not be sprinting. Stay in a slow controlled movement, then suddenly flick your joystick towards the open space while pressing dash. For classic control users, while moving slowly, hold the dash button and then quickly flick the joystick toward the space where you want to move. For advanced control, press and hold the right side of the screen, then quickly flick the joystick towards the space. Again, only when your player is in slow and controlled movement. That sudden burst catches defender completely off guard. And once you understand when to use sharp touch, not randomly, you will start to get block-free shots, open hard to intercept passing lanes, and create far more dangerous attacks. Try to use 4-5 sharp touches in every match in different situations just to get used to it. But remember one important rule. Avoid using sharp touch in your own half. You already know what will happen if you lose the ball carelessly inside your own half. Alright, now let's move on to our third and the final tip of this video. Over the head chip pass. This is one of the most underrated passes in eFootball, especially in division matches. Most players force risky ground through balls, but a small over the head chip does something special. It freezes defense for a split second, and that tiny pause is enough to break defensive shape, bypass interception, create clean, safe receiving angle. But don't spam it. Use it selectively, especially when defenders are stepping forward aggressively, the midfield is crowded, and the ground through ball will probably get intercepted. That's why this pass is so effective. When you time your chip or lofted through pass properly, you will start creating chances like this. When you combine this with first 2 tips, you will notice your ball retention improves instantly and you will start creating way better attacks than before. If this video helped you, drop a like. It really supports the channel. Share it with your friend who still keeps losing the ball. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.